Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Danish bin Johari, and this is my friend Adil Ashraf. So today I'm going to interview two engineers. The first engineer is Mr. Naimi Irfan. I'm going to interview these engineers for my assignment, engineering, ethics, and OSHA. So, hi, Mr. Naimi Irfan.
Hi.
First of all, can you introduce yourself and your background of working in engineering field?
Okay, thank you. Okay, Danish. Okay, my name is Naimi Irfan bin Huzairi. I live in Shah Alam. Okay, I've been working for 3 years. I'm working at Port Kelang, FIMA bulking. So my basically my company is in logistic industry and we provide services and oil bulking. So this is my company's name, as you can see.
How about your company system? Okay, wow, nice. Okay, so I'm going to ask you the first questions. Are you ready, Mr. Naimi Irfan?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, the first question is how do you ensure that your engineering work aligns with the highest standards of professional integrity and honesty?
Okay, personally, I am to provide information and assistance without any inherent bias or favorism. I rely on data and facts to generate response while striving to maintain objectivity. I acknowledge that I have limitation in terms of knowledge and understanding. Hence, if there is any question outside my scope, I will inform users instead of providing inaccurate or misleading information.
Okay, that is a great answer. So I'm going to proceed with the second questions. Are you ready, Mr. Naimi?
Yes, yes.
Okay, how do you involve local communities or stakeholders in your engineering projects, and how do you address their ethical concern?
Okay. Firstly, I will engage with local communities early in the project development process. Then we seek their input, feedback, perspective to ensure the project align with their needs, value, and ethical concern.
Okay, the third question is describe a challenging ethical decision you had to make in your engineering career. What factor did you consider, and how did you ultimately decide the best course of action?
Okay, firstly, if I have to make tough decision making, I will seek input from my colleagues, supervisor, or an ethics committee within the organization to gain diverse perspective and insight. Hence, I will not fail to make any bad decision.
Oh, okay, great. Uh, my fourth question is in what ways do you believe engineers contribute to the welfare of the public, and how do you prioritize public safety in your work?
Prioritize public sector. Okay. So, to engineers develop technologies and systems to address public health concern. Okay. They help design and such as clean water and sanitation system, also develop medical devices and also contribute to development of the surrounding and proper proper equipment or SOP, which is safety protocol for various industry to protect workers and the public from harm.
This is our last questions for this session. So, in what circumstances do you believe engineers have a moral obligation to blow the whistle on unethical practices within their organization?
Okay. I believe when public safety is at risk, there is violation of professional codes, legal non-compliance occurs, discrimination or harassment or safety concerns are ignored. Whistleblowing becomes crucial to uphold professional integrity and maintain the credibility of engineering profession.
Okay, so that's all. Before we end our session, um, studied you have a questions to ask to Mr. Naimi.
There's no question. That's all what we need.
Okay, this is out of context a little bit, but Mr. Naimi, uh, do you enjoy your working career right now?
Yes, I do enjoy my working career right now.
Okay, great. Thank you, Naimi, for your time. So that's all from us, and I really appreciate for your time to answer all these questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Cik Dennis and Cik Adib.
Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad Danish from UTEM. So, Mr. Johari, can you tell me about your background?
Well, my name is Johari. I'm Mohammed Ganesh. As I'm an electrical engineer with a few years experience in industries, construction industries. So,
So, Mr. Johari, can you share a time when you had to make an important decision at work? How did you make sure it was the right choice considering ethical principles?
well, ethical means it's a matter of personality. You know? When you talk about ethical, it's something that's about the disciplines of the individuals. It's an interaction between two persons that you have a good personality, way of talking to each other, way of answering question and answer that really brings a fruitful ends of the conversations. So that is ethical, and it can be considered both of you talking to each other as a constructive manner. Nothing but the less. You have both of you have the objective or the missions to come to a successful end. And that is to my experience. That's how I am bringing myself as an engineer and experience in many industries, construction management and also engineering.
I think that was great. How do you make sure that safety is a top priority in your engineering projects? Can you give can you give an example of how safety consideration influence a project you work on?
Well, oh yeah, the projects. In the projects, it's safety.
Safety priority.
Safety priority. Yes, it's the top.
Yeah.
It's a top
Really
requirement
important.
and paramount by any kind of industries that always think about safety. Safety is the most important because that is value in the project, because it ensures when safety is not in a proper in a proper shape, in a proper management, so it can deteriorate or maybe disasters in the project. So this is very important to each and every individual to have a safety of its own and as a whole, because safety it reminds to all, not only for one. And it's not a preamble only to say that safety first, but without actions, you won't be in the safety. Safety must be in the inner. You have to adapt in your inner from time to time. So, for example, when you go to a certain place where there is very congested in the construction, a lot of rivers around. First and foremost, before you go there, you must think about the safety, or otherwise people will remind you about the safety and not allow you to go to that kind of situations there. So first, before they qualify you to go there, in the safety, or when you come to these constructions, the most important is to induct. There is an induction to make people or the workers or the staff, even the management, to make aware of the safety. Safety is a very worldwide implementation, and that is very rigid in every aspect of business construction in the project. So PPE example, that is very required. That is a very top requirement. You have to wear PPE. That's a personal protective equipment. Yeah, so that is very important. It depends on the place where you're supposed to wear that PPE, and there is a degree of PPE to be used. If it is in the normal area, but it is construction, at least you have helmet, shoes, and all this, even the goggles also because of exposure in the sun.
I so highly agree.
Yeah, that is one of the as a sample, as a brief sample of that.
So I think for the next question, have you ever faced a situation where you had to balance competing interests or priorities? How did you handle it while making sure it was fair and ethical?
Oh, yeah. I have a lot of experience I encountered before during, even in the Petronas refinery. I think that kind is a transfer of technologies. It's a very fresh technology in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So we had a mass of workers, staff around there, and also people with different tribes, different countries. So in language, we are different, in behavior, we are different, totally different. Now, we handle the project, and we utilize, and we use these people to make move for the project,
Wow.
So that is a very great challenge. And how you control quite a number of people. Actually, in the projects in my department, for engineering of mechanical and electrical, I handling the mechanical and electrical at the time. It was in Petronas. So we have 5,000 people around, workers.